used to actually work in the emergency department in Beaumont. It's 10 years now, and it's just frustrating to see that the problem of overcrowding in our EDs has persisted through boom and through bust. What we're doing at the moment is investing a lot more in delayed discharges. There are over 800 patients in our hospitals who don't need to be there, who could be in nursing homes, who could be at home with the right supports, and we're injecting a lot of resource into that, and it will help, but it'll only help for a while. And I think what I'm going to need to do is go to government in the new year with a more long-term plan to free up those beds permanently, so that we can have our hospitals running properly again.
How would you do that? What would the plan involve?
Well, look, I need to sit down with the HSE and some other people and people in the hospitals and work that out. But you know, in a lot of ways, it isn't rocket science. As I was saying, we have about 800 people across our hospitals who don't need to be there. There will always be some delayed discharges for various reasons. It doesn't need to be 850. And if we could have much better primary care, much better community care, particularly for elderly people, we would free up those beds. And not only would that free up space in our emergency departments, it would also free up beds for medical and surgical patients who are currently on waiting lists.
What would you say to nurses who are protesting and who are planning to hold further protests over the coming weeks, coming months?
Well, I suppose the first thing I would say to them is that the government does understand that we've a very serious problem with overcrowding in our emergency departments. It is a very long-standing one, unfortunately. It's going on for as long as I can remember, even back to when I was working in emergency departments myself. I would extend my thanks to them for sticking with it. It's not an easy place to work, an emergency department. It's not for everyone, and they do have a lot of respect from government for the fact that they stick it out. And then thirdly, that we do understand that there is an issue, we want to resolve it. It isn't going to be a simple thing to resolve, but it's something that I want to prioritise for 2015 for sure.
Sorry, with an increase in spending next year, are we likely to see more units like this open, or will that money go elsewhere?
We've an increase in spending next year. It's the first increase in 7 years, so it's a very positive thing. But at the same time, we've rising demand, a rising population and an ageing population. So budgets are still going to be tight next year, and we have to make sure that we make the very best use of any resources that we do have.